Let's start this session with some in-text problems. So we are discussing them one by one. The first one is, you have two solutions A and B. The pH of solution A is 6 and pH of solution B is 8. Which solution has more hydrogen ion concentration? Which of this is acidic and which one is basic? As you know that the pH value varies from 0 to 14, and if you are having pH value less than 7, then that thing will be acidic in nature. If the pH value is higher than 7, in between 7 and 14, then the substance is going to be a basic. So keeping this thing in mind, solution A having pH 6 is an acid. Solution B, which is having your pH 8, is a base. Now we have to tell about the hydrogen ion concentration. Higher the concentration of hydrogen ion, lesser will be the value of pH. So obviously solution A is having higher hydrogen ion concentration. So keeping all the fact in mind, now we can give answer that solution A has more hydrogen ion concentration, solution A is acidic, and solution B is basic. Now next problem is, what effect does the concentration of H positive ion have on the nature of solution? So higher the concentration of H positive ion in a solution, more acidic is the solution. Now the third one is, do basic solution have H positive ions? If yes, then why these are basic? Yes students, basic solutions also have H positive ion, but they are basic just because in their solution the concentration of OH negative ion, which is your hydroxide ion, is much higher than that of the H positive ion. So this is the reason. Now moving to the next problem, which is, under what soil condition do you think a farmer would treat the soil of his field with quicklime, calcium oxide, or slag lime, calcium hydroxide, or chalk, calcium carbonate? You must know that the three things discussed here, your quicklime, slag lime, or chalk, these are basic in nature. If we are using some basic thing to treat a soil, so these must be beneficial if the soil is acidic. So the purpose is to neutralize or decrease the acidity of soil. Now you can give answer that as these things are basic in nature, so the soil must be acidic. So far we have studied about acids and bases, and this is the time to study about salts. So salts are formed when acid reacts with bases, and the naming of salt is done in this way that if your salts are of hydrochloric acid, they will be called chlorides. If the salts are of sulfuric acid, they will be called sulfates. If the salts are of nitric acid, they will be called nitrates. And if carbonic acid has been used to prepare them, they will be called carbonates. And similarly with acetic acid, they will be called acetates. Now some commonly used salts, they have been named here in this table with their formulas. You can see sodium chloride NaCl, calcium chloride CaCl2, similarly magnesium chloride, zinc chloride, sodium sulfate, potassium sulfate, calcium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, aluminium sulfate, then your zinc sulfate, copper sulfate, ammonium sulfate, sodium nitrate, potassium nitrate, sodium carbonate, calcium carbonate, zinc carbonate, sodium acetate. So these are some common salts. Now students, salts having same positive ions or same negative ions, they belong to same family of salt. I'm giving you one example over it, which is your sodium chloride and sodium sulfate, both having your sodium as common ion, Na positive. That's why they belong to sodium salt family. Now we will talk about pH of salts. You must be thinking that your salts must have pH neutral, because we have discussed that salt prepared during the neutralization reaction of acid and bases, but it's not the entire truth. The nature of acid or base used to prepare a salt will decide whether your salt going to be neutral, acidic, or basic. So there are three types of salts: basic salt, acidic salt, neutral salt. If too strong acid and base, okay, they react with each other, definitely they will form a neutral salt. If a strong acid reacts with a weak base, then your salt going to be a acidic salt. And if a strong base has been reacted with a weak acid, then the result will be a basic salt. As you can see in this picture, the first one, sodium chloride, which forms by reacting your NaOH, and which is a strong base, and second one is HCl, strong acid. So that's why it's a neutral salt and having pH 7. Second, you can see ammonium chloride having pH 6, which indicates that this salt has been formed by using a strong acid and a weak base. Okay, the strong acid is your HCl and your weak base must be your ammonium hydroxide. Now, the third one, you can see sodium carbonate. So, sodium carbonate salt is having pH 9. Here, pH 9 indicates that this salt is basic. So, you must have understood about salts and their behavior. So, students, in upcoming classes, we will study more about these salts. But today we know that salt can be of three range. Okay, they can have three type of behavior: acidic, basic, neutral. And we understood the naming of salts and few in-text problems. Keep learning, keep asking. That's all for today.